Alright people, welcome again to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much for joining me again for another program. It is the 13th of what? Thursday. Okay, it's not Friday 13th. 13th of April, people, 2023. We're entering into the final stage of all the football in the world. Leagues coming to an end. And hopefully, Arsenal can win this one. Hopefully. Anyways, big up people, massive respect. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Certainly we'll speak about Michail Antonio. Is this the last Gold Cup for Reggae Boy Michail Antonio? Is this the last chance for Reggae Boy Michail Antonio? 33 years old. 33 years old. Anyways, please do smash that button, people. Hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. Let me give a shout out to our channel sponsors, Sap Sports. Bless up people, Sap Sports. Yeah, big up Sap Sports people. You can check them out on their IG page at Sap Sports 4. They have the latest football gears, boots, socks, jerseys, Reggae Boy jerseys, all the gears, football gears, all the sports gears as well, even casual wear you can get. Check out Sap Sports people. They are located in Clarendon, Mapen, Denby to be specific, 138 Merritt Avenue. Walk into the office Monday to Friday at 7, I think it's 8 to 5. You can check them out. Even on Saturdays, Mondays to Saturdays, my apologies, from 8 to 5. Bless up people. My sincere respect to our sponsors. Give a shout out to our channel members, which are, as you can see on screen, the patrons, first two patrons, Raymond Austin, two patrons, Raymond Austin, Ravon Bennett, channel members, the original Zilla, Jermaine Swaby, Rose Gold, David Beckham, Feather 5, Black Icon 40, Kyle Wallace from the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club, Liebel, Marsden Ricketts, Jamil Winter, Rocco Reacts, Devon Hughes, Angelica Rivera, Ira Link Up, D. Ellis Worth. My respect to the channel members. Thank you very much for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Now, we're going to speak about Michail Antonio. And the question lies, is this the last Gold Cup for Reggae Boy Michail Antonio? At current moment, he is 33 years of age. And if I'm being honest, he's in a steady decline, actually. I'm not even sure if it's been talked about enough. He's now on a steady decline. And it's clear, you can see it. His numbers, his output in the Premier League are evident of that. Maybe people may say, is he getting sufficient game time to record that? That's the reason why. Is the current coach that is under right now is getting the best out of him? But we have to be honest with ourselves. In football, the age curve matters. And that is the reason why you have succession plan. That is the reason why you have succession plan. You have to have a succession plan. What next when the main man is out? What next when the main person is out? When the main individual is out? What next? That's the reason for a succession plan. Now let's have a look at some of the details surrounding Michail Antonio. Let me bring up some of the aspects of what we want to discuss here. Let's bring it in. As you can see, for the Reggae Boyz, his time with the Reggae Boyz are dwindling. His time here with the Reggae Boyz are dwindling. I do believe Michail Antonio is in his last moments with the Reggae Boyz. And I strongly believe that this might be Michail Antonio's last Gold Cup. Will he find back some form? Will he find back some form? Will he? Nah. This might be his last Gold Cup, people. This might. There's a strong possibility that it is actually his last Gold Cup. And that is the reason why I brought up this topic today. Not many persons are really talking about his form recently. He has been on a steady decline, as I mentioned earlier. And the Gold Cup is coming up in a few months' time. And the squad will be selected quite soon. The question is, will we see him in the Gold Cup squad? I strongly believe that we might see him in the Gold Cup squad. In the Gold Cup squad, we have a lot of numbers in the attacking position. Now, when you track back, there's one player in particular. I do believe we should sincerely try to ensure that we have him covered, and that is Johnson Clark Harris. I do believe that he's the person to really replace Michail Antonio. But at present moment, we do have other strikers in the likes of Shamar Nicholson who can give you similar output as well. Playing it relatively at a high level, I would agree. But the Gold Cup is right around the corner, people, and we can't afford to go into the Gold Cup bringing players who are not on form, who are not firing and kicking. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the coach's record. This coach in particular, he loves continuity, where he wants to see players that he has used before, players that he's familiar with, players that he has a level of expectations for. Well, we do know that he's doing his own scouting, but certainly he loves familiarity. Now, in the aspect of form, I do believe that Michail Antonio is significantly off form. I mean significantly. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys Michail Antonio's current form. As you can see here. Now, that there that you're looking at is Michail Antonio's current form. Not necessarily form, but this is what his season looks like. Now, a total of 36 games played. 36 games played in all competition. I think he registered roughly around in the region of 20 starts. In the region of about 20. Yes, let me just make an adjustment to that. In the region of around 20 starts. But he has only registered 9 goals. Now, the census or the aspect of Michail Antonio is not necessarily an out-and-out purebred goal scorer. We all know that from long time that Michail Antonio is not a purebred all-and-out goal scorer. He's more of a build-up play, hold-up play, target striker, hit the ball to him, second ball, pressure the defenders off the ball. But the issue is his minutes or his work tempo are significantly dropped. It's not the same Michail Antonio when he was 30, 20, 27, 28, 29. It's different. We're seeing an older Michail Antonio now who's not able to keep up with pace. As you can see, a total of 1900 minutes played and 20 starts, only registered 9 goals. The leagues that he has participated in so far this season, Premier League, his ratings for his league ratings for the Premier League is 6.71, UEFA Europa Conference League 7.52, FA Cup 7.13, EFL Cup 7.20. So these are his ratings for this season in particular. There should be just one more. I'm thinking in the Europa League. In the Europa League, his match ratings is actually 6.60. 6.60 is Michail Antonio's match ratings. Let me just make the adjustment to that. So you guys can see that one on the screen. Good. Yeah, so basically, if you look at the consistency in ratings, you can say, boy, the 6 point, there's a lot of 6 and 7. But it's not that consistent. So the one with 7.2, he has played 3 games in that, and he has been brilliant, which is the Europa Conference League. He has done brilliant. 3 starts, 4 games played, 2 goals. So His ratings for that is going to be significantly high. That's the reason why it's 7.5. FA Cup 2 games, EFL Cup 1 game, Europa League, I think 3 games, 1 game as well, and it wasn't the best. But the Premier League, which is his current form, which is where he played most of his game, is more of an highlight of how his season is going so far. And that's in the Premier League with a 6.71 ratings, specifically only scoring 9 goals in the Premier League. Oh, my apologies. Only scoring that amount of goals, it's not good. It's not good. Only scoring that amount of goals in all competition is not good. In the Premier League, he has only scored 2 goals in the Premier League. My apologies. Only 2 goals he has scored. In the Premier League? No, 3. 3 goals, 2 assists in 26 games, people. 3 goals, 2 assists in 26 games. That's a 5-goal contribution. Minutes played 1300 for the Premier League. That's if I'm being honest now, people. If we should be honest with ourselves now, people, that's not good ratings. Certainly. That's not good ratings. That's not good ratings. So, in my perspective, he's significantly off form. He's really, really off form at this present moment. And going to the Gold Cup, we might hope that he might find some level of form or this and that. And we're going to say, boy, he's playing at a higher level than other strikers. But when a striker is not on form, even when sometimes you bring him to a lower level, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to automatically kick on like that. We have to remember that his form is not necessarily a aspect of quality. His form is an aspect of age. He has hit the age curve. Michail Antonio has hit the age curve. That's the problem. He has hit the age curve. 33 years old as a striker. He wasn't necessarily the most technical, but a hard running striker. Will we see him running like that again next season? So that move now to the next talking point next season. Transfer to Wolverhampton. So a recent report coming out now is that Michail Antonio, Everton target Michail Antonio, is said to be subject of Premier League interest again from the Toffees. This is coming from the Football Insiders. The Toffees and Wolves, Everton and Wolves are keen on signing the 33-year-old West Ham star in January. They were keen on signing him in January, but they failed to materialize because West Ham never necessarily want to let him go. This summer could be the last chance for Antonio to secure a last long-term big money contract with around 14 months left to run on his iron deal. The Jamaican international currently earns a reported wage of 85,000 euros a week at the London Stadium. Sources with knowledge of Antonio's situation have revealed that West Ham could be willing to part with him if they can secure a sign of a new striker in the summer window, which is likely. Some more than likely would expect to see him move. Antonio has been an incredible servant to the Londoners since joining almost 8 years ago. He has scored 70 goals across 264 appearances for West Ham and is his club all-time leading goal scorer. The forward has managed 9 goals and 4 assists in 36 total appearances this season, but has struggled to nail down a regular starting spot in the top flight. As I said, age curve, people, is a big problem. Everton and Wolves are both fighting against threat of relegation to the Championship as the Premier League running approach. Remember that's the reason they wanted to bring in Michail Antonio. They wanted goal scorers. Both clubs are among the lowest scorers in English top flight, with injuries to the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Kalajic. Both clubs are proven costly. It has proven costly to their respective teams. So that is the situation that both of these teams are in, and that's the reason why they were looking to bring in Michail Antonio. Now, what's going to happen this summer? Is Michail Antonio a viable option in regards to form? No, in regards to quality to bring in. I do believe that if any one of these teams are going to bring in Michail Antonio in the summer, he will definitely be as a backup striker. Premier League experience, a wealth of knowledge about the Premier League. He can score goals. He offers something different. But definitely, we are most definitely seeing the end days for Michail Antonio. Let's go to the last talking points. It's time to move on in 2024. So this might seem a bit harsh, really harsh, but we're seeing the age curve. We're seeing the decline at present moment. We're not going to say that, boy, next year he's going to be better. But the assumption would be next year he has to be lower. He's going to rank lower. He's going to decline a bit lower by next season. So what's next for the Reggae Boyz in 2024? Should we move on? The question I'm going to ask you guys is, should we move on in the event that, and hopefully someone takes up the mantle? Player like Johnson Clark Harris definitely takes up the mantle with the goal scoring boot, and also Shamar Nichols. So we have options to look at. It's just to see what they are going to offer. If they maybe are hitting the heights that Michail Antonio are above at that point in time. But I do believe that it's time to move on in 2024. But this is likely to be Michail Antonio last Gold Cup. Anyways, people, hopefully you guys are doing good. Thank you very much for watching. Go in the comment section and tell us what you think about Michail Antonio. It has been a player who is actually on a steady decline. No one is really talking about it. So tell us what you think about his decline so far. And tell us if you think that if we still should move on with him, still should carry on with Michail Antonio in 2024, 2025. This time. That time is be 35, 36. Quite old. Quite old. But even those strikers, well, not every striker. You have to be at the elite. And Michail Antonio is not really an elite striker. He's actually a very good striker, but he's not the elite striker. Anyways, people, big up, my respect, people. Hopefully you guys are doing good, and I'll see you guys again next time. Tell us what you think in the comment section. Please, people, tell us what you think in the comment section. MG Sports TV, and we're out, people.